Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer. Today, we are going to be talking about why I feel that PSVR2 and VR is so important for console sim races. This is a whole untouched area where I think it is important that these companies need to zone in on. So sim racing has always been, very PC heavy. It really never really transferred over to console racing. We did have the Gran Turismo series and things like that, but like real true sim races were always on PC. The guy spending thousands and thousands of dollars on sim rig setups, wheels, pedals, and all of that, it was really PC heavy. You weren't really seeing that on console. I think GT7, with the release of PSVR2 as well, really started changing the tides. Also the power of the new gen systems on PlayStation 5. That was bringing the ability to play these games at a high level that kind of really wasn't there, that really required high level PC systems to run VR really well in sim racing. So the thing that really pushed me to do this video was the release of the adapter for PSVR2 for PC, which just made me realize more how important VR is to console sim racing and why it needs to grow, and also how iRacing is going to have the ability to help it grow. So I'm just going to show this is what the settings that you have in PC. This is for iRacing, and I'm just going to show you a comment, and this is a great comment, by the way, but I want to show you the type of things that you need to be aware of if you are trying to do sim racing in PC. So this comment right now I'm going to show you is going to open your eyes to why there's such a tremendous difference in PC sim racing compared to console sim racing, and why I think console sim racing, with the addition of VR, of course, can bring in so much more players. So this comment, ready? Great comment. This was regarding iRacing using PSVR2. So should you prioritize using an anti-aliasing mode like FXAA or SMAA and lower MSAA to compensate? Or should you prioritize keeping MSAA samples as high as possible, even if that means disabling the anti-aliasing mode? MSAA 8-time anti-aliasing off versus MSAA 4-time anti-aliasing FXAA, for example. Now you read this comment, and the first thing that goes to my mind is, honestly, I have the slightest idea. I mess with settings. I turn things on, I turn things off when I'm racing on a PC with VR. What works, what doesn't work? Do I even notice a difference? Sometimes I never notice a difference. Sometimes I put something on and I can't tell the difference if I have it on level 4, level 8, level 12 with anti-aliasing and all these different settings. And this is why console VR sim racing is so important to grow the genre, because we don't need to have those decisions. We don't need to have those options. Also, everyone is running a different system on a PC. Even if you're running the same GPU and CPU, there's so many different things happening in everyone's computer that my settings in my computer might not work for yours, even if we're both running an RTX 3080, which makes it so much harder, which is why actually the developer just gives you the settings. They say, here's all the settings, you mess with it, you figure it out. For console VR sim racing, we don't need to figure anything out. And I think, as I get older, when I was younger, I like to tinker with things. I love to change things. I love to do mods. Love to download 100 different things. At this point, I just want to plug in. I want to play, and I want someone else to do all those things for me. That's what you get with console sim racing. The developers know the system that they're developing for. Everyone's going to have the same exact system. They are going to test everything, and they are going to give you their best presentation of the game in VR. There's no settings to mess with. All those iRacing settings on top of that, then you can change the resolution of your headset, the frames per second in your headset. Like, everything plays a different role, and you can literally spend months and months and months messing around with settings and still never reach the optimal performance, because you really don't know what the optimal performance is, because there's so many different things that connect to something else. And if you ask 10 different people what you should do, you're gonna get 10 different answers. With console sim racing, we don't have to worry about that. GT7 showed us how good a game can be. Now, you might not think GT7 is a real sim racing game and it's a simcade and all this, but it shows the potential. Whether you agree with the way the game runs or the game sets up or the way the racing is, it shows that sim racing can be done on PlayStation 5, on next-gen consoles, and PS5 Pro to even bring it up another level. PSVR2 runs incredible in GT7 on a system that's, you know, on a PS5 that's not anywhere near the top level GPUs out there for PC, but the ability and what they can actually produce for us players, especially with eye tracking, that they can focus on the things we need to see and give us such a great picture for VR based on the system that they're running on. Just plug it in, you play, you hop in, there's no drop frames, the smoothness is 100%, the developers are doing all the work for you, and I know all you guys that are dropping tons of money on sim equipment that probably you've never have before. So GT7 turned over like this new stone for sim races and console racing with the ability, you know, to give us PSVR2 such an awesome experience. Now, where does iRacing sit in with this? iRacing bought the rights to the NASCAR arcade game. So they are going to be producing the next NASCAR game in 2025. Now, I know a lot of guys who GT7, you guys do road racing, you guys do circuit racing. I started at oval racing. I started with NASCAR racing. It was the reason why I actually got into sim racing. iRacing is the only sim available that gives you true oval NASCAR racing. The physics, the tracks, the cars, they're the best you can possibly get for sim racing. Most of you guys have probably, if you don't have iRacing, you've never really raced a real sim for oval racing. GT7 oval racing is not really, the physics are not there for oval racing with GT7, and there's only like, there's probably less than like, what, a handful of tracks that even do ovals. So iRacing owns this. They own it. And with their ability that they're going to be coming out with a console NASCAR game, if they give us PSVR2 support, and I know all you guys are like, I don't do oval, I don't do NASCAR, I can guarantee you, all you guys that spent thousands of dollars on your sim racing equipment are going to be willing to spend $50 on a PSVR2 NASCAR game, especially produced by iRacing, because the quality that this game is going to give us, they already have all the assets and everything they need for this, is going to be insane. And if you guys haven't done true oval racing, and a lot of road guys that do iRacing have done ovals NASCAR for the first time, and their experiences, they love it. It is fun. I am really looking forward to see if iRacing does give us PSVR2 support when they release their NASCAR console game, and I hope GT7 as well keeps giving us more. I need to see an update. How simple, how awesome for VR console sim racing can be, and I really hope the future keeps up with it, and that the release of PSVR2 on PC didn't just kill PSVR2 on console. Guys, thumb up the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.